Hello everyone, very good morning in Jai Hind. As far as interview technique is considered, there is so much of confusion, so much of I may say rut. सबसे ज़्यादा जो कन्फ्यूजन है वो एक्चुअली इंटरव्यू में ही है और मेरे ख्याल से सबसे ज़्यादा डर भी है बच्चों का वो इंटरव्यू में ही है। इसीलिए मैंने सोचा है कि आज जो मैं वीडियो बना रहा हूँ इसमें आई विल डू अ प्रॉपर मॉक इंटरव्यू with a recommended candidate, and I am sure you will then understand कि exactly what this interview is about. जैसा होना चाहिए exactly वैसा interview करेंगे, and I hope you will like it. Do let me know about your comments. Did you understand it or not, and things like that. So I'm going to start that interview. See you. So, hi everyone. With me is Digvijay, and Digvijay has been recommended twice, once for CDS and once for AFCAT. And unfortunately, he could not join Academy because of the medical issues. But what we are going to do today is we are going to replicate the interview that is taken in SSB so that once for all it is cleared what kind of interview is taken and what is the pattern. And I hope it will help. Right, Digvijay? So, can we start?
Yes, sir.
So, Digvijay, during next 45 minutes or so, I'll be talking more about you, covering areas like your education, your family, and your spare time interests, etc. in detail. So, I've got some idea after going through your PIQ, but now you can talk freely about yourself and your activities. Let's start with your education first. Suppose you tell me about your education. I'm interested in knowing about the percentage that you scored in various examinations, starting from class 10th to present level, subjects that you chose after class 10th for further studies, and also about your future career options. Talk about your participation in extracurricular, co-curricular activities, games, sports, specific achievements in those fields if you have any. I would also like to know about the teachers whom you liked and those who did not impress you for some reasons. Mention the friend circle that you moved along while at school and at college. Who are your close friends and what is the reason? Was there any difficulties that you faced in financing your education and things like that?
Yes, sir. Talking about my education, I was in Fatima High School up till my 10th standard, and I secured 94.6 percentage in my 10th and stood fourth in school. And after that, I had selected science stream for my 11th and 12th standard. Took admission in Vidyaniketan Junior College, and there in my 12th standard board exams, I had scored 86 percentage. And after that, sir, I had taken up the various exams for getting admission into the engineering colleges, such as the MHTCET, VIEEE, JEE mains. I cleared all of the three, and through MHTCET, I got Thadumal Thani Engineering College, and I selected the chemical engineering branch. I complete from 2018 to 2022. I completed my graduation in chemical engineering, and I secured a 8.6 CGPA, which accounts to 88 percentage. And sir, in my 12th, I was highest in English in school, and then in my graduation, I was awarded at the Hall of Fame award by my department for excellent balanced performance in my academics as well as representing college at national level in drama and being a balanced personality. And after that, sir, uh, te- talking about my extracurricular activities, sir. During my school, I had not been involved in that much of extracurricular activities. But as I came to my graduation, so I got that exposure, and I got involved in. I was the joint lead of my college drama team for 1 year, and we had one inter college competition at IIT Gandhinagar, which was a national level, and we had won first prize there. And also talking about that, I had also been part of Model United Nations for my college and represented college at Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Technology. There I won high commendations. And also, sir, I used to take part in, since beatboxing was my hobby, so I took part in talent competitions. And also, In my school, I was also part of Republic Day parade where we had successfully completed 3.2 kilometers of parade. The talking about the teachers, my favorite teacher has been Sir Anurag Sir. He runs a YouTube channel which is known as CDS Journey. So I have not never taken any coaching for preparation of my defense exams, but the qualities that I like in him is that the material that he provides for free on YouTube, the especially the revision lectures, those are one of the best revision lectures which I had also followed and helped me to clear CDS exam in my second and third attempt, along with my college and my uh, job. And sir, the teacher which I don't hate any or don't like as such, but there was one instance during the COVID, sir, when Professor Usha ma'am, when we shifted to online during the COVID, she was not that much adaptable to using the PPTs and explaining the subjects such as heat transfer and mass transfer operations. So he just used to read the textbook. So it was difficult for us. So through the class representative, then we sorted out the problem. And sir, talking about my friend, sir, I have uh, since I have been in participation in a lot of activities, so I have a lot of friends. But sir, Siddhesh, Chaitanya, and Sanket, they have been my really good friends or best friends. Sanket has been my friend since school. Siddesh, we had been preparing together for SSB for past 2 to 3 years, and Chaitanya from my college branch. And sir, sir, I did not have any problem in financing my education as such. Uh, all credits to my father, sir. And so I might have missed a few questions.
Only that, what is your future career option at this point of time?
Uh, yes, at this point of time, I just want to join the defense forces. But if not the defense forces, then my second option is I am also preparing for CAPF assistant commandant exam. So my backup option will be that thing. If certain things arises like that, the medical issues arises in both, since both of them have very similar medical issues, then I'm planning to go for the state PCS exams. So along with that, also little bit I am getting updated with what all things are happening in the state exams. So like what is the common syllabus, so that I'm preparing for that as well.
The state PCS means Maharashtra, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good, good. So, Digvijay, you mentioned to me that you qualified almost all the exams, including IIT JEE also. So, what made you choose this college and why chemical engineering?
Yes, sir. Sir, I cleared JEE mains exam. Not I could not clear the JEE advanced exam, but and I just cleared it by 96 marks. So that was not much because I was not preparing for specifically for JEE. I was preparing for MHT CET. And sir, through MHT CET, I was completely focused on MHT CET. I secured All India rank 1349 in MHT CET. And I wanted to get into ICT, Institute of Chemical Technology, which is the one of the best colleges for chemical engineering. Unfortunately, sir, I missed it by 4 marks, but so I chose the second best college that was there in Mumbai. There were other colleges as well, one in Nagpur, which was Lakshmi Narayan Institute of Technology, in Pune, Vishwakarma Institute of Technology. But considering all of the factors in this college, since all of the professors, scope for extracurricular activities, then technical events that they have, for example, Chemergen specifically related to chemical engineering. So hence I choose the Thadomal Chani Engineering College. And also placements was also one of the things that this college was very famous for. Um, and sir, chemical engineering, the story behind it is that I my favorite subject was chemistry. One reason, and the second reason was wanted to get into a field that is application based engineering field. So I had kept in mind two options: mechanical engineering and chemical engineering. Since chemistry was my favorite subject, I could have associated or kept in touch um, through chemical engineering with chemistry. So hence I went for that stream. Also, one of the reasons was that it is a very varied field, sir. Core field to hai, But the job that we do, process engineers, consulting, then research based, and then in designing as well, designing specific stuff like heat transfer operations. So that was the reason that I'd been
But
always
you are
interested.
hardly doing anything related to chemical as of now. You now change your stream to defense services.
Yes, sir. So, sir, during the COVID, what happened during the second year, the COVID lockdown and everything happened. So, because of which our practicals were completely simulation based.
Okay.
So what happened is that a touch of the practical aspect of the subject went away, and whereas I got into touch with publicity through my NSS, since I was the NSS head. So I got exposure in that. And during COVID, we had been told that you have to do so and so courses. So I thought of, okay, I have done publicity in my college, so why not try to do some courses related to Amazon certifications in digital marketing. So I did that courses, and slowly and gradually I started to get interested in that field. And as I got more and more interested, so I put in my efforts, and that is the reason, sir, I sat for a company. Luckily, it was the first time that that company came for digital marketing analyst. I sat for it, and I was the only person who got selected from my college because of the fact that I had done the courses. So yes, sir, the life took turns
So you are you
during.
working in that company right now?
Sir, I left my job in February 2023. I worked there for 4 months.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is the reason for that?
Sir, in my initial 4 months, I was a trainee, and during that time, sir, I had went for about 3 to 4 SSBs, and so there was a like as a trainee, you could only take 7 leaves. More than 7 leaves, then there had to be an emergency situation. Every time, sir, I could not give the medical issue that I have a medical issue, because they also started like, because since I was a trainee, they were paying me as well as training me as well. So I had a talk with the manager, I had a talk with the people around, and then they said that okay, this thing is very strict actually, being a trainee. And for my next SSB, which was for March, so I had to talk with my manager, since we had a very good relationship. I told him that I have an SSB and I have to go. So, and then I talked about with the head of department as well, and then mutually, sir, I decided that I'll leave the job and I'll just focus on my SSB and this
Okay.
exams.
Good. You didn't mention anything about your sports participation and achievements.
Yes, sir. During, as said, sir, during school, I was involved in a lot of sports
Mm.
like athletics, and in that, in 4 into 100 meters relay, I had won first and third prize in 8th and 10th standard respectively.
Mhm.
Along with that, I used to also successfully participated in 100 meters, 200 meters sprint, long jump, slow cycling, tug of war, and also football, interclass football, intra class football. I used to participate. I was goalkeeper of the team, and also intra class cricket competitions as well. And tug of war has been, so tug of war. It was just like I just tried it in school. I liked it. I did not get opportunity in my junior college. I got opportunity in my college. Then again, I tried it, and in fact, we won as well in tug of war. Once second and once third, representing NSS and my drama team. Once for NSS, once for drama.
Okay. Coming to your friends now. You mentioned me three names: Siddhesh, Chaitanya, and Sanket. What is
Yes, sir.
Siddhesh doing right now? I mean, what is he
Sir,
doing these days?
yes, sir. Siddesh is sub lieutenant in the Indian Navy.
Okay.
He
He was
get in
preparing
through
with
the
you.
electrical.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And Chaitanya and Sanket?
So Chaitanya is right now in IIT Kharagpur. He's doing his MTech in chemical engineering, and Sanket, he was working in Wipro, but now he is like for 1 year he prepared work for Wipro, and now he is preparing for CAT exam.
Cat. Okay. So, going by your friends, one of them has gone to MTech for masters. One of them is again going for another masters. You never thought of doing masters as a career option, MTech or
Uh,
MBA or whatever.
Sir, when I was working, I had thought about it since I was enjoying my job. It was not as if that I was not enjoying my job, but I had thought about it that in marketing there is a specialization field in digital marketing. So for 1 year you learn everything about marketing, and for 6 months, 1 year you do internships for digital marketing specifically. So I had given a thought about it, but it was, sir, a very further plan, not my main plan uh,
As
regarding
of
that.
now, it is not part of the plan. Okay,
No.
so what is one thing about Sanket which you feel that he can improve upon as a person?
uh, about Sanket, sir. So one thing is that he's very late in taking decisions. Like he overanalyzes things.
Mhm.
In fact, so when he was working in Wipro,
Mm.
he was saying that uh, after working for 3 months, he's saying that I'll work for 1 month so that if I get good marks in CAT, I'll have my work experience of Wipro. I have good academics. But he started preparing for CAT almost about after 8 months. So
A
that
lot of
5 months,
procrastination kind of a person.
yes, the procrastination.
And the other one, Chaitanya.
It's a Chaitanya, since we had been in college together preparing for college exams, he is prone to silly mistakes.
Mhm.
Um, in all of my college, like very silly mistakes, especially in mathematics or
Mhm.
MCQ based exams are there. So there he does make silly mistakes. It was one of the reasons why he got IIT Kharagpur. Otherwise, sir, this time I feel he's again preparing for GATE. This time he's going to get a rank under 300 and go for his aim is BRC or like any research based organization, BRC, DRDO.
That's
So he's
interesting.
again sitting for GATE.
That's
Yes, this
interesting.
time he will do it.
And if I ask the same thing, same question to both of your friends, so what will Chaitanya tell and what will Sanket tell?
So Chaitanya will say that sometimes I overwork or I take a lot of responsibilities upon myself.
Mhm.
We were not in the college project group together. I was with someone other for the college project group, and two of my mates, they were having their GRE exams in December, and that was the time where we have to do presentation, November, December, and we had to do presentations, make a report, then do a short seminar as well, and so that we can move further. During that time, I said to both of my mates that okay, I don't worry, I will do everything in despite of the fact that I had my CDS, AFCAT exams, my college
But
exams.
that is a good
So,
thing, no?
but the thing happened is that my sleep schedule, it was like I used to wake up in the morning. I used to prepare for CDS, AFCAT, then little bit like sports and everything, and college. And then again, I used to do this presentation stuffs and all. I used to constantly call them.
Anything
They used to keep
else as a person? What will he say?
um, so I do procrastinate about my physical health.
Mhm.
दैट ओके पढ़ाई अभी के लिए ज्यादा जरूरी है वो हेल्थ तो 2-3 महीने में भी हो जाएगी
Hmm.
so I do procrastinate and that is one of my weaknesses that in fact sir few months before I was around 76 to 77 kgs
Mhm.
but now I am 65 kgs sir so I have
You
reduced that
lost
weight so
11 kgs. That's remarkable.
yes sir
Okay.
with diet and
So how did you manage that?
so one thing was intermittent fasting. So either in the morning full meal or in the evening full meal. Then maintaining my like counting my calories. So there is an app which is known as Healthify.
Okay.
So in that app,
I thought
if
you'll
you
be
put
telling me a lot of physical exercises that you do.
so this was one of the fact. Physical exercises included doing cardio training in the gym. Skipping is one of the things which I've gotten interest to, and I've also learned a lot of variations of skipping. That helped me lose weight. Then cardio, like running on treadmill. Since it's rainy season, so it's not feasible for me to go out and run. And
How
also
about
strength training
Chaitanya?
as well. Search Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, how would Sanket if I ask him the same question?
uh,
About you?
about Sanket. Yes, about Sanket would be, so he would also say the
Same
same
thing?
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, he would also say the same because it was not as if that I was a very physically fit and agile person since like I was good in athletics, but then after 10th, 11th, 12th preparing for various exams. So I had the same mindset कि पढ़ाई important है. That thing, physical aspect, we can improve it over time. So I was not consistent in that thing.
As
So
I can make out, you have been appearing for SSB about 10 times.
yes,
Two or three times, I think two times you have even been screened out, and rest of the time you're not recommended. In the last two attempts, you're recommended. So, what variation did you make? What changes did you bring from being not recommended, also being screened out, to the state of being recommended?
yes, sir. So my first three attempts, sir, they were after my 12th standard. And during that time, sir, I would say the motivation or the exposure level with regarding defense forces was not that much. I was academically, I was so involved in my studies that even in SSB, I thought that current affairs, GK, all such things are more important. So I used to write about what happened in World War II, what was the Italian Revolution, and all such things. But it was almost in my second attempt that I realized it is a personality based test, and this happened because of lack of exposure. So in my third attempt, I feel that okay, there was an improvement in the way I was handling the GTO tasks. That I was imagining the structures and how it can be solved. And also in the interview, I was not just focused on academics. I was also focused upon the other aspects as well. So when I realized it after my first three conference out, so I tried to gain that exposure, to gain that soft skills, to work upon my weaknesses. Like my communication skills were not that great, and I also had a bit of stage fear since I was not exposed to extracurricular activities. So I did everything, sir, that I could possibly of in my during my college days, and so I had that time of about 2.5 to 3 years between my third and my fourth attempt. In my fourth and sixth attempt, sir, I got conference out. I feel that I gave my 100%. Just a bit of polishing was required, especially in site test because I was not able to complete the stories. And in the interview, a bit of handling pressure or nervousness. That thing, if I removed, I knew that I'm going to get recommended. So I started like the preparation is going on in the good direction. I just need to work upon it. One day it is going to come. The plus sign I am going to get. The screen out, sir, it was because of my mistake. Uh, the stories were shown like I was not able to correctly perceive the stories. In the sense that in my all three attempts there were some the group was actually divided that one was saying that okay this thing is shown in the story, this thing that thing is shown in the story. And when I observed that among that group who all got screened in, those who had correctly perceived the story, so I knew that okay this correct perseverance, like how to correctly perceive the story, that thing I have to keep in mind anyhow. So for 30 seconds, even I gave 10 seconds more in my attempts in which I got recommended to get screened in. Okay, was that okay? That was the thing I am sure, and then I made the stories and I
So,
got
you mean
screened
to
in.
say more of a self analysis that you did?
Yes, sir. More of a self analysis. Let's a trial and error, and that thing also, sir. While practicing that things with Siddesh, obviously.
Okay, good to know that. Digvijay, I have come to know almost everything about your education and other related activities. Now I'm interested in knowing about your family. Tell me about your parents and other members of your family, their education and occupation. How do you spend time together and what kind of activities? I would also like to know about the general activities at home, the one in which you get really interested, involved. Who are you more close to in family, with whom you confide things if required. I would also like to know about the neighborhood and activities that you do with the friends in the neighborhood, in case you have any friends in the neighborhood. How much pocket money do you get? How do you spend it? If you don't get any pocket money, then how do you meet your financial requirements and things like that?
Yes, sir. So, talking about my family, sir, we are four people in our family: my father, mother, my elder sister, and myself. My father, he has done his BCom from Mumbai University,
Mhm,
and currently he is inspector in Central Bureau of Investigation, posted in Gandhinagar Anti-Corruption Bureau.
mhm,
And my mother, she is 12th pass, and she's a homemaker.
mhm,
My sister, she has completed her BE in Information Technology from China Anchor Engineering College, which comes under the Mumbai University. Currently, she is working as an assistant manager in Invoice Limited, which is a subsidiary of Axis Bank,
mhm,
handles the IT related stuff of Axis Bank.
mhm,
And so, with my father, sir, since he is currently posted in Gandhinagar, so whenever he comes here, usually, so when like he is kind of a that person who cannot stay at home. He gives time to his family outside. So like going out to malls or just going out to meet his friends because earlier we used to live somewhere else. So his all his friends are it lives in Ghatkopar. So even I go along with him because my friends are also there. And during the journey, it's about 20 kilometers journey from car. So I love to talk about him, talk about what is happening in my life. Okay, how is what is happening in CBI? Okay, tell me some places or although he refrains sometimes that it's against in a fun way it's
okay,
that it
yeah.
against in a fun way, but sir, yes, that talk with my mother. So my mother independently works as a marriage broker on through WhatsApp
Mhm,
and stuff. So I help her in so sometimes what happens, the biodatas, they are in English and my mother is not able to read English, so I translate it. Okay, this is the so she writes it in English and then we make a PDF, and I've taught her how to make folders and club them together. That is the thing. I also cook along with my mother, especially the non-vegetarian dishes. Along with my sister, sir, it's she's working, but on weekends, what happens is she's fond of gardening. So we garden together. Like the pots are heavy, so I lift the pots and she cleans the mud that is accumulated beneath the terrace. That is things. We also do watch web series. Uh, Not lately we have seen it, but on TVs, yes, sir. And going on treks, that is also one of the things with my sister.
mhm.
And then, sir,
Neighbors.
sir, yes, sir, I am more, okay, sir, I am more close to, I would say that I'm actually close to both of my parents, but whenever there is an immediate problem or anything that I have, I usually speak it out with my mother. And if I have to speak related to, okay, now I'm also preparing for state PCS. So my father has a lot of experience regarding that thing. So I usually then speak firstly to my father and then to my mother. And it's about the neighborhood. So we have been recently shifted here. So we have a neighbors named as Bhavin and Bhavin Bhai Bhaiya and Anjali Didi, and they have a small 3-year-old child Param. So usually things happens around Param. He is learning languages. He's learning to speak. He's learning to walk. Does new things. So that are the friendly thing that we do. In fact, sir, he has been so comfortable with us that we took him to Pune for our trip, and he stayed uh, along with us for one day, leaving his mother and father. So he's that comfortable with me. Just a 3-year-old child, and in fact, even they did not have much problem because they trust him. So and anything, see, they are Gujaratis, we are Maharashtrians. So anything they make special, they give to us. Anything we make special in veg, we give to us. They do not eat non-vegetarian. Uh, yes,
Who are you more close
sir,
to and about pocket money?
yes, sir. I, I said earlier, sir, I'm closer to both of them. I can share anything to both of them. There is no such thing. The pocket money, sir. I was working for about 4 months, so I have earned enough money that from the past uh, till I am working, I have not asked for money from my father. But
How much was your
yes, sir, that
package
is
there?
so 6 lakhs per annum. So around, sir, if I can recall it correctly, around still about a lakhs or so, because the SSB travel and medicals travel, flights travel, mostly in these things, coaching fees that I finance from my own money only, offline coaching.
Do you
Um,
sometimes regret leaving the job?
no, sir, I do not regret it.
You're
I,
firm.
I feel that it, yes, sir.
You're firm on your decision.
Yes, I am firm because I got in a direction which I want to. I had thought, because this was obviously, sir, my first plan, plan A. It was my plan B, and also one of the things that I like to do. So now I'm just focused upon my plan of joining the defense forces. That's it.
So, what is one advice that your sister usually gives to you? And do you listen to her also?
Sir, one advice that she gives me is to focus upon my hygiene and my messy messy, sir, messy table, messy clothes, and
Girls usually keep everything tidy and that kind of a thing.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what about your mother?
So my mother tells me to work upon my sleep schedule because I'm a nocturnal. So I usually like to in a very quiet environment. I like to study.
Best time to study in the night.
Yes, sir.
And your father?
So my father, he earlier, sir, he was very much like not a quality, but he used to say I had kept beard, sir, and he was very strict upon it that please don't keep beard. The next time when I come from Gandhinagar, I need to see you shave. But I like that look, so I keep on keep. I had kept that look,
Kept it for
but
some
because
time.
of SSB,
Mhm.
yes, sir, because of SSB, I had to trim it. So he's quite strict in that thing, and also to focus upon my physical ability as well.
Okay. So, if I tell you to change one thing about your family, if I give you a chance, what will that be?
So change one thing about, sir, in terms of change, sir, I did not.
Anything.
No, sir. I feel I'm the happiest with what I have.
Whatever it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Life is going great. Everyone is healthy and everyone is so doing great.
Hmm.
So I would not like to change anything, sir.
And if I give you a chance, send you back in time, what one thing would you like to change about yourself?
Um, no, no, sir. Because I wanted to say the physical aspect, but right now, sir, I don't regret it because the lesson that I have learned from that, now I'm like losing around 10 to 11 kgs in a month. If I would have focused on physical health earlier, so this lesson, this learnings, I would have not got it right now.
Hmm.
So I would have said physical, but no, sir. I would refrain to say I would not like
You're
to
happy.
change anything, sir.
You're happy.
Yes, sir. I'm okay.
You mentioned that you and your sister go for hiking together. That's very intriguing. Where do you go, and is it a day-long event or more than that?
Sir, it is a one-day event. The hikes here are there in Sayadris. So
Mm,
in Mumbai, there is a highest point in Mumbai, which is Jambumal Trek. Then Kaneri Caves are also there in Sanjay Gandhi National Park.
mm.
Then we went to Kalsubai as well, which is the highest point in
You
Maharashtra.
and your sister. That's
Chandan. Sir, my friends were also there,
Mhm.
and some of her friends were also there.
Okay. It's in a group.
So to get groups, a group, and some, sir, like it was a treks and trails. It is an organization which organizes
Okay.
treks and trails. Yes, sir. Or wandering minds. So these are the organizations.
They charge for it.
Yes, sir. They do charge for the travel and food and such things.
Okay. I've come to know everything related to your family and other matters. Now I'm interested in knowing about your hobbies. I'm interested in knowing about your hobbies, your spare time interests, your leisure time activities. I would like to know about your reading habits, what kind of programs you love to watch on TV, and if you have facilities to use internet, how do you use it, for what purposes. Also tell me your routine on any particular day from the time you get up till the time you go to bed, and what of it changes if it is a Sunday routine.
Yes, sir, talking about my hobbies, I love to do beatboxing
Mm-hmm.
and also hiking, as stated earlier. And I also have a lot of interest in football, but because of injury that had happened to me, I have to leave goalkeeping. So I just play as a defender, but I'm not good at it. But I'm working upon it, sir. Beatboxing is a thing, sir, which I learned during the COVIDs on my own from YouTube videos. I was aspiring to become a drummer because I was very fond of like banging tables, anything that I found. So I could not get that opportunity during the COVID, so I thought of that मुंह से ही drums बजा लेते हैं. So I learned beatboxing, which is a form of imitating the sounds of drums or the real life sounds through your mouth. And hiking is a thing, sir, which I have done from since my childhood with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are a Maharashtrian family, and there are a lot of hikes like Jesuri, Kadepatar, Marleshwar caves, which are pilgrimage hikes that are situated at mountains. So that thing eventually, like I'm continuing that thing. Now it has changed to along with my friends on some difficult hikes as well, like Harrier Fort and Kaneri. Uh, uh, Lohagarh, then Visapur Fort recently that I went to along with my friends. And sir, football I do watch English Premier League on TVs, and also I rarely use any TVs. Usually, when I see it is with my family. It is shows like reality shows, Indian Idol,
Mm-hmm.
Khatro Ke Khiladi, and all such thing. Big Boss is one of the things which my mother loves to watch. Um, and yes, about my daily routine. So on weekdays, like I wake up at around 6:30. After doing my daily course, I went go to my coaching classes from 7:30 to around 10 to 10:30. The coaching classes are there, and after that, sir, there are few students who are preparing for state PSC. Along with that, they are also preparing for CDS or defense exams. So I sort of like guide them. They ask me doubts because the books are different. Here we have to focus on Maharashtra. In TDS, you have to focus on India. So half an hour, 1 hour, sometimes 45 minutes. I teach them the NCRT since I have already cleared the CDS. Then, sir, by 11 to 11:30, I come back home. Then have some lunch. Have my lunch, and then I go to take a nap for about 1 hour, and by 2 to then like help my mother in doing the daily chores like keeping utensils in the rack or cleaning anything like my sister says, okay, at least now that you have free time, so clean up your books. So रात को जो मैंने पढ़ा होगा, so वो that thing I clean. And then sir 2 to 5 is my one session, uh, like which I give for preparing for my CAPF assistant commandant exam. And after that, for about 45 minutes, 1 hour, I've made up a page on Instagram where I solve doubts of people, CDS doubts of people who text me. So I've written in the Instagram bio that do DM if you have any doubts. So basic doubts I solve of them. And then by 6:30, I have my snacks along with my family. Sometimes I make tea as well. I think I make good tea, sir. And after then around 7 to 8:30, I have my another session which I give to preparation for my state PCS exam. Whatever I have learned in the coaching classes, I revise it in that 1.5 hour. Then I go to the gym at 8:30 to around 9:30, 9:45, and then I return and take bath. And after doing my daily course, if usually, sir, all of my friends, as I said, One is in the Navy, one is in IIT, one is preparing for CAT. So usually even they get times during they come online, or they get times in the evening only after 10, सब खाना वगैरह खा के. So I speak with them. I speak with my father. He goes out on walks. So apparently he does not focus that much upon his health. So I have told him that whenever you go to walk, you call me. So speak with him. And then, sir, again I give one session from 11 to 1, which it varies, sir. I do beatboxing as well, little bit, or it focusing upon my CAPF paper 2 exam. So watching YouTube videos related to it, making strategy, revising stuff. That is the one thing, or solving MCQs. I do not study that much, but the secondary thing that I do. And by 1, sir, I go to sleep. 1:30. On Friday nights or the next day, sometimes I go to evening, like if I uh, get enthusiasm for studying a subject which I like. So I study up till 4, sometimes up till 5 a.m. and I go for evening batches of my classes. There are evening batches as well. So that is not fixed, sir. It depends upon the way I like to study. So I've done well in my academics, so I feel that okay, this thing is working from me from the past 14, 15 years. So I could continue it.
I'm sure. I'm sure. So, what is one a geopolitical topic, since you're studying so much for your state PCS and for your CAPF and you're teaching CDS aspirants? One
Yes.
geopolitical topic which you think is burning and which you'd like to enlighten me about?
So one of the topics recently is about the tensions between India and Canada.
Okay.
And what, like, sir, it was a thing that Hardeep Singh, uh, he was
Yeah.
a Khalistani, yes, sir, Khalistani terrorist, designated terrorist by India, and he was killed in Canada. And the Canadian PM, he took this into international forum that Indian diplomats were involved in this. What my personal opinion in this is that uh, uh, like we are not in and then, sir, things happen is the exclusion, like sending of diplomats, senior diplomats from one country, then India also send their Canadian diplomats, cut off. I think, sir, the agenda of Khalistan to create divide is getting, sir, the it is getting gas. We are putting gas into the fire by doing such thing. We both are, sir, like democratic countries. We share common forums like G20, then United Nations. So why can't we just come together, keep our ego aside, and solve this issue together? Because our ultimate
What
aim,
is in your opinion Canada trying to do by doing all this?
sir, I feel that the politics and the elections are one of the reasons why, because Punjabi population is uh, a lot in Canada, and the security of the the people, they want to assure that security is one thing, that people, if they find that okay, I am ready to give you security, so people vote for them, that okay, at least we are safe. So that can be one of the factors that the Canadian PM Justin Trudeau, he is trying to do
More
such thing, because he
more
was not
looks
having
like a
any.
personal gain for him. Good, good. Any other
Yes,
topic? Any other topic that intrigues you?
um, so recent yesterday, or day before yesterday, the Israel and the Hamas,
Yes.
uh, yes, the
Why
strikes.
is Gaza Patti, that Gaza Strip as we call it, why is it so volatile? And geographically, if you see, it is on Israel is in some checkered format. So, what is the location advantage or disadvantage in your opinion?
Sir, Gaza is a coastal land in the
Hmm.
southwest of Israel.
Yes.
So during the Britishers in 1948, they had divided like the area for Palestine and the area for Israel. But then, in as far as I can remember, I think 1967 war happened.
67,
Israel
yes.
had taken the Sinai Peninsula, and then slowly and gradually, what happened? This Palestine people that were there, they started confining to West Bank and Gaza Strip. And this issue was, I would say that US also had one of their hands that this issue should not be solved, because US is one of the US wants that uh, good relations with Israel, because they send their technology, or they have like send sell their arms as well, because that is one of the aspect which I feel that US is also involved in it. And there was a I was, sir, reading an article that there was a defense pact between Saudi Arabia and US. So Saudi Arabia was saying that US, you give us security that we won't be attacked from Iran, because Iran and Saudi Arabia, sir,
Hmm.
are and the Hamas people, they all knew that if like they want to keep up like अड़थरे लाना चाहते हैं in this defense pact, and they want to deviate the attention, because if Saudi Arabia gets support, the Hamas is uh, they they the US will come
Yeah,
into Saudi Arabia,
I
they
got
will
it.
attack,
I
they will
got it.
create pressure on Iran. Yes, sir, that is.
Thank you so much, Digvijay, for your time and for giving this wonderful interview. And had I also been your IO, I would have also recommended you without fail, without doubt. Such good clarity of thought and such wonderful, love for yourself and such a bonding with your family, such a bonding with your friends. Personality is so clean and clear. Thank you so much. Now, before we conclude, what is one advice, being a recommended candidate, you would like to give to other candidates like you who might be watching it? What is one advice?
Sir, one actually I would like to give two advices,
Okay,
sir.
give two.
One, sir, one advice is that don't prepare for SSB. If you have, even if you have 6 months, 7 months, prepare on your personality.
Excellent.
SSB के ऊपर अपना अपने आप you will have that experience. आप चले जाओगे, you will yourself realize कि performance improve हुई है.
Hmm.
That don't worry about that. And रही बात then about the preparing for the practice and everything, so that, sir, eventually happens if your personality is good. उसके ऊपर उतना काम नहीं करना पड़ता.
Excellent.
The personality is the one factor which takes. And the second thing is, be positive every day. Don't just think that okay, I am doing this for okay, whether it will work or not, just do it. Just have faith in yourself, just keep positivity that one
Faith
day
and
it is going
belief.
to happen.
Faith and belief.
Yes, sir. Faith in
Thank you
belief.
so much, Digvijay. There is one WhatsApp community written preparation group. I would like you to add you there, since you have such a good knowledge on the written. Maybe the candidates who are there, they can also get benefited from you. And thanks a lot for your time, for giving this wonderful interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Chalo, Jai Hind. Bye.
Thank you, sir.